Today we're going to talk about functions. Don't forget to take notes and do the completion survey at the end. So a function is a relation in which every x is paired with only one y. Today we will be working with tables, mappings, and points. In class we will also talk about graphs. So here are some tables. Please write the tables down. We want to look at these. Notice all of the x values here, -3, 1, 3, and 6, only have one y value. So there's no x value that is duplicated, so like a -3 and a -3, that has different y values. Same thing on this one. All the x values are different and they have a y value. Now, if the y value was 8 and 8 here, that would be okay because the x value is not repeating. So let's look at another one. This is called a mapping. So this is a function because every element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. So the -2 only goes to 0. The 1 only goes to 5. The 0 only goes to -2. And the 3 only goes to 3. If one of our numbers on the left went to two numbers on the right, it would not be a function. Here's another type of mapping. Again, all the letters on the left only go to one thing on the right. Here we see B and C share 2 and E and F share 5, but E only goes to 5 and F only goes to 5. So there's not a repeat there. So this is a function because every element of the domain is paired with exactly one element of the range. Here's a list of points. Remember, our domain is our x values, so 3, 4, 5, 7, 2. These only have one y value. The 3 only has 4. The 4 only has 5. The 5 only has 6, and so on. None of our x values repeat. If our x values repeat, that's a signal that, hey, that is not a function. So here we have another set of points. And again, none of our x values repeat. And so we know that this is a function because -3 only goes to 1, and 3 only goes to 1, and 4 only goes to 1. And so though the y value repeats, that's okay, but the x value cannot for it to be a function. So here's some non-examples. This is not a function because we see a repeat in the x values. We have 1 going to 3 and 1 going to 6. We can't have that for a function, so this is not a function. Here we have -2 going to 9 and -2 also paired with -1, and so there, again, this is not a function. Here's a non-example for a mapping. Here the 5 is going to 4, 5, and 7. So it's paired up with 3 different numbers, so it is not a function. It can only be paired with one number. Here we have the 0 going to -2 and -1, or I'm sorry, +1, and so it's not a function. Now, the 0 and the 2 are both going to 1. That's not an issue, but when the 0 goes to 2 different values, that tells us that is not a function. Now, when looking at points, it's typically very easy to see when it's not a function because you get a repeat in the x values. So here we have 3, 4, 3 again. So the 3 is paired with 4 and the 3 is paired with 6. So this is not a function. And here we have a -4 paired with 8 and -4 paired with 7. So again, this one is not a function either. So don't forget, a function is a relationship where every x value has only one y value. Make sure you filled out all your notes and take the completion survey. Ask any questions in class.